My name is Jonathan Goforth with Keller Williams Platinum Partners. I want you to take this video as seriously as I do. This is the number one thing. It's the number one most important thing every brand new real estate agent should be doing. It's what you need to be doing if you're brand new. It's what I do every day as a real estate agent that's been doing this for 26 years. It is the number one thing. It's the most important thing. Every single video you're going to watch from anybody else's real estate channel, including my own, it all supports this video. So let's jump right in. As soon as you start learning something from this video, I want you to subscribe if you're not already subscribed. I know a lot of you are subscribed because you've already found me from studying for the real estate exam. So you've been looking at some of my test question videos, and I've said during many of those to subscribe because I have something coming that's going to help real estate agents make a lot of money. This is it. And please give this video a like. You know, subscribing is so you don't miss out on future videos. Giving it a like is just for me. It makes me feel good. The number one thing you've got to do as a brand new real estate agent is get clients. It is the secret to all of it. It's why some agents succeed and why most agents fail. So I'm going to be very real on this video. Some of it you might be a little bit in shock to hear. But welcome to the world of real estate. So a little bit about me first. My name's Jonathan Goforth. I live in Kansas City. I have been a full-time real estate agent for 26 years. I was 29 when I first got in. That makes me 55 years old. I love real estate, but I want to tell you, my first 2 years were bad. They were bad. I was falling into the statistics of why most agents quit in their first 2 or 3 years. Did you know that? Most agents quit in the first 2 or 3 years. It's because of one problem. They didn't get clients. It's the only reason they quit. They didn't get clients. Now, here's the good news. You don't need that many clients to make a career in real estate. You know, 10 good sales in a year, maybe 15, you're making more than enough money to justify the expenses and pay all of your bills, have some extra savings, and you'll love the career. But you have to get clients. That's the secret. You've got to get listings. You've got to get buyers. It's as simple as that, so we can really be done with the video. That's the secret. That's what it takes, and that's what your very first thing should be. The number one thing for every real estate agent, it's what I dwell on all day after doing this 26 years. I have got to get listings. I've got to get buyers, because as soon as you have a closing, you go back and you start all over again. In fact, I say this to my wife many times, which drives her crazy. I'm going to talk about the two personalities that we all have. It's either one or the other. It's not both at the same time. It's one or the other. Like most of, if you're married or dating somebody, chances are your spouse has the opposite personality of you. Same with me. We'll talk about that in a second. You've got to have listings and you've got to have buyers. You don't need a lot, but you need enough to pay your bills. So now let's talk about the two personalities. There are two ways to look at doing real estate. First of all, you are in sales, by the way. This is a sales career. You might not have thought of it like that yet, but it is. And to make it worse, it's 100% commission. There is no base pay. There are no benefits. There's no health insurance. There's no 401k matching. But I will say this, you're going to be very well compensated for selling a lot of clients. The more clients you get, the more money you make. So my first year in real estate, I sold nothing. Nothing. It was bad. My second year in real estate, I only sold, I think, one house. It sucked. It was bad. I cannot even tell you how bad it was. The stress. Now, I lived at home and I was 29. I moved back home. I didn't have hardly any expenses. And so that helped me invest the the savings that I had from my previous job into real estate. And I'm going to share a little bit of that with you. There are two personalities. You're going to fall into one or the other. Let's talk about them because this is going to help you overcome how you're going to get started. Number one, you might have a personality where you just you're just going to jump into it. It doesn't. You're going to just make mistakes as you go. It doesn't matter that you understand the contract or not. You are excited. You're going to tell everybody, I'm a brand new real estate agent. If you know anybody that wants to move, call me. Have your people call me. I'm ready to go. And you're excited and you're telling everybody in your family, all of your friends, everybody you know, I just got my real estate license. I'm so excited. You're doing Facebook posts. Whatever it is that you're doing, you are exploding with excitement. Everybody who knows you have been practicing, taking everything you can, get ready to go take the real estate exam. Now you've passed. You've made a big announcement on Facebook. Woohoo, I'm a brand new real estate agent. And because of that excitement, you are going to get some clients. You're going to get clients. You're going to maybe pick up some buyers. You might get a listing. And you're not going to have the slightest clue what to do. And that's okay. You're going to succeed because you're getting clients. Got it? You're getting clients. What's the number one thing you need to be doing every day? Getting clients. And so you are. That excitement's getting you clients. Here's what I want you to do. Go on your buyer's appointments, your listing appointments, and take somebody in your office with you. Get somebody to help you. I promise you this. On behalf of every real estate office in the country, they are there to help you. Your broker is there to help you. And if your broker cannot go with you, they will find somebody in the office to help you. They are there to help you. And I want you to use them because I know most of you don't live in Kansas City. You're in California, Texas, New York, and you're excited. And you just passed the real estate exam and you're so ready to go and you want to make money at this. Get somebody to help you. That excitement's going to get you clients before you are ready. And that's the way it needs to be. Now, the other personality, let's talk about all the rest of you. I've had real estate agents on my team who fit into this. An engineering type personality who you guys need everything in its place before you're comfortable starting. You need to learn the contract. You need to memorize it before you go on a listing appointment. You personally need to feel comfortable. And I'm going to tell you, you never will. You never will get to the point where you're 100% comfortable because I have more experience than about anybody out there. I've personally, at this point in my career, I sold hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of property. I have a team of agents and they have sold hundreds and hundreds of properties. My first 2 years were bad. My year 3 was okay. I did start selling a few houses in year 3, but because of what I was doing in years 1 and 2 and 3, my 4th year exploded. Years 5 and 6, and from then on, it has exploded. And I've been making over $100,000 a year for a very long time. I'll share that with you because you need to know that. After I just tell you my first 2 years were so bad. Last year, my team and I were paid over $1 million in commission. That's how much we were paid, over $1 million. The year before, we were paid, again, over $1 million the year before that. So I can't even tell you how awesome this career is. Unlimited income potential with the potential to make a lot of money. In 2019, 2020, and 2021, I had the huge honor to be listed in Forbes magazine as one of the top market leaders in the country. In 2021, I got to be in the top 500 list in Fortune magazine. Those articles are published by 5-star professionals, and I just want to tell you how huge that is coming from the horrible beginning I started off with. We're going to talk a little bit about what caused it. You want to know that? How did I get there? Don't look at where I am now. Don't compare yourself to where I am now. That's what agents do. That's what I still do. I only compare myself to agents who sell more than me. Don't do that. It's a horrible way to live. It's a depressing way to live. Let's talk about how to get you some clients. I'm going to share with you a couple of books. I've got 2 kids In high school, I want to share with you 2 books, and I'm going to share some things with you that you're not going to want to do. I'll just tell you that. You're not going to want to do it, but I'm going to ask you to do it. Because in sales, my job before this, I was in sales. I traveled the country, and I was good. I worked very hard. I got there early. I studied all the time and what I was doing. I knew my product line. I was very good at sales, and I could sell. The problem in a normal sales career, some of you are coming from a sales career, the more you sell and you achieve your quarterly bonuses and you win contests and everybody in your department, you all get the year-end bonus, they're going to raise your quota the next year. They're going to make it harder to do it again. And eventually you won't be able to hit it anymore. They're going to punish you instead of rewarding you for selling a lot. In real estate, you're never punished. Chances are it's pretty much the same plan every year. Here's how much you're going to sell, and here's how much you're going to get paid out of your broker. And I love that. You are rewarded for being successful in real estate compared to a typical normal sales career. We just don't have any benefits, but that's okay. Sell a lot of houses and make up for it. I want to share with you these 2 books. These are the same thing. It's kind of funny. I just ordered them again. I want my kids to read this in high school. How to Have Confidence and Power in Dealing with People by Les Giblin. It's one of the best books I've ever read. I want you to get this book. I want you to read a chapter every night. It's going to help you in your people skills. So I want to share with you this book. I actually wrote this book. This is published. You can see my name down here. This is at Barnes & Noble. It's on Amazon. You don't have to buy it. I am putting this information on these YouTube videos. But this is how to sell homes in a tough market. And it has a lot of hilarious stories. If you love to read, you're welcome to order it. I am not pitching it because I'm going to put all this on YouTube. But I have a lot of endorsements. And it was fun. And it's another huge honor for me to have a published book. So yeah, it's you can get it from any bookstore, Mardell. But yeah, it's an honor to have it at Barnes & Noble. I'm going to share with you a few other books while we're talking. If you like to read, and I'm not going to overload you with books. This is one that these are old books, by the way. The old books are the best. This is Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich. This is a phenomenal book. I got this for my high school kids. And then I've got another kid in middle school. These are kind of deep. You're only going to read a chapter a night. They're going to dwell on it. You talk about good dreams. Og Mandino is probably one of my favorite authors. The Greatest Miracle in the World. This book is fantastic. And then, these books are old. They've been around a long time. These are great sales books. The Greatest Salesman in the World. And then there is part 2. These are this is a 2-book kind of thing. They're little tiny books. I mean, it looks big when I hold it up. Look how small this book is. If you don't like to read, and I don't like to read at all. I have to read enough real estate contracts, which you will soon too. Get some positive motivational books, because I'm going to tell you, in the world of any sales type position, especially real estate, there's a lot of rejection. You're going to feel rejection. And then, of course, The Power of Positive Thinking. If you've never read this book, and you probably have years ago, get it again. The Power of Positive Thinking. You're going to need stuff like this to keep yourself motivated in a industry like this. So now, what's the number one thing you need to be doing? You need to get clients. Let's talk about some things that I do, some things that you can also be doing. I'm hoping you've thought along the way how you're going to get clients. It's different for everyone, because we all know people in different circles, different spheres of influence. And how are you going to get clients? How are these people going to know that you are the hottest thing out there now? You're a brand new real estate agent. How do you connect yourself with all the people who you know, all the people who know you, all the people who know your kids, but you don't know them? How do you connect? That's the dilemma. And that's how you got to get clients. And this is why I want you to take this so seriously. This is why most agents fail. Most agents quit. Now, I'm just going to come out and say it. Most agents quit. I've been doing this 26 years. In my office, which is between 300 and 400 agents right now, there's only one agent who's been doing it longer than me. I'm not going to say he's old, but I'm saying that because you can tell, you would think there would be a lot of agents who've been doing it 30 years, 35 years, and there's not. It's because not a lot of them have died. All the others have quit. You know what's sad? None of us go to school to become a real estate agent. It's not a high school kid's goal. Oh, when I graduate from high school, I'm getting into real estate. When you go to college, nobody goes to college to get into real estate. You just pass the exam. You just go take classes for a little bit. You read the material. You go take the exam. Once you pass it, boom. You mail in your stuff to the state and you get a real estate license, and you're armed and dangerous. Now you're ready to go without knowing anything, correct? So that's why I want you to take this seriously. Everything else you're going to learn supports this. And you don't need a lot of clients to make a lot of money as a real estate agent. Now, when you first pass your real estate test, by the way, you're a real estate agent. That's what your license is with from your state real estate commission. You're a real estate agent. To become a realtor, that is a trademark branded word by NAR, by the National Association of Realtors. They created the word Realtor. They branded, they own that image, that logo. So when you see it, it's got an R with a square. When you join NAR, which you probably already did, when you joined your local real estate association, you pay national dues also, and that goes to NAR. So I just want to clarify, when you say you're a realtor, that means that you've joined NAR. And it's a step farther than just being a real estate agent. So let's talk about this. What did I do? What do you need to do? I'm going to post one of the video links at the end of this. By the way, if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you do it, because I'll forget. And I want subscribers. I love to teach about real estate. It's my most fun thing to do. There's something else in my real estate channel you'll see. Last year, there's a TV show. It's popping up around the country. Here it's selling Kansas City. They're selling New York, selling Los Angeles, selling San Diego, selling Dallas. It's everywhere. It's becoming very popular. I got picked to be one of the TV hosts for selling Kansas City. And so it comes out here locally on the CW. It's on Fox. They use one of my segments on selling Nebraska. That's cool. That was aired on Fox. So you're going to see some of those in my YouTube channel if you go through it. It's just something that's cool after a very long career of getting to be a real estate agent. Here's how I get clients. I'm going to tell you what I do. I'm going to show you a couple things. When you're new, this is what I want you to dwell on. I want you to become obsessed with what I'm about to talk about. How you connect yourself to these strangers. Because right now, everybody who's going to sell their house, either as a listing or buy a house as a buyer, they're all going to use somebody else because they don't know you are a brand new realtor yet. They don't know it. How do you get the word out? How do you get clients, right? That's what this whole thing has just come down to. I'm going to tell you what, when I got licensed 26 years ago, I was so naive. You know what I thought? I thought if I go sit in the office and I take board duty, the public just calls in. I joined the biggest company in Kansas City, biggest real estate broker, and I thought everybody just calls in and the office is going to send me out. They're going to send me out to go get these listings. Somebody calls in, they say, yeah, I need to sell my house. It's time for me to move. Can you send me an agent to please list my house? It sounds stupid saying it, doesn't it? I hope you don't think that. I honestly thought this. I mean, I seriously thought this is how we were going to get clients. We just go sit in the office and people call in and they designate, oh, here, you get this one next. Oh my gosh. I was so naive. If you think that, that is not going to happen. It was a big shock for me to realize, oh no, I have to find my own clients. Oh my gosh, which is fine. How do I do that? How do I get clients? Because I don't know. I didn't know back then. This is what made me write this real estate book. And I'm going to tell you, it's hard. It's hard to get clients. It's going to take some time. So the things we're going to talk about, the faster you can do everything I'm about to say, the more money you're going to make, and the faster you're going to make it. Don't take 2 years. Now, here's what I am going to say. If it does take you 2 years, don't quit. Do everything it takes and let it go into year 3. Because I'm going to tell you, the money, the income you can make as a real estate agent is unreal. It's unreal. I bought a Range Rover a few months ago, and I made a video when I hit 10,000 subscribers. If you want to see some fun, that is a lifelong dream for me to own a white Range Rover with black wheels. I sit in it and I'm still in shock. That's because I got clients all along the way, and I stuck it out long enough to make it happen. So let's talk about this. One of the videos I'm going to post at the end of this is how to create a name list. You need a name list. There's things that you can do once you get this name list put together, but you got to have a name list. There's components to it. Here's what I want you to do in the meantime. Don't sit back, because most people have the personality coming into real estate. Here's the dilemma with real estate. Nobody made this plan A. This was plan B for almost everyone who got in. For me, the company I was working for before, my previous sales job, it ended up going out of business. There was corruption at the top. The leadership of that company, it's gone. It was bought out by IBM and other software companies. You never know what's coming. And so people typically, they get fed up with the career that they had, and they think, you know what, I am sick of working for somebody else. I'm going to get into real estate. All I do is sit around the house and I watch HGTV, and real estate looks like so much fun. You just drive around, show people houses, you write up an offer, boom, you get paid. How hard can this be? And the job is easy. For the most part, it's easy. It's time management. Yes, there's a lot of stress because you're going to be juggling a lot of clients after you get clients. You're going to be working a lot of nights, a lot of weekends, almost every holiday, because you're so good at getting clients. Got it? You're seeing the theme here? You got to get clients. The more you are good at getting clients, the more busier you're going to become, which means the more money you're going to be making, and that's what it's all about. This is a job. Here's what I did in the beginning. I'm just going to tell you, here's what I did. I organized myself into a name list with addresses, house addresses. This took me some time because in the beginning, when 26 years ago, we did have flip phones. iPhones didn't exist yet. There's no texting. There's no apps. There was no social media. Can you imagine? In fact, a couple years before I even got into real estate, MLS was born. There was no MLS yet. When I first started, there was no Realtor associations yet. There was no organized training yet. That all came soon. But in the beginning, people used a book, and the listings were printed out on paper, and everything was put in a book at the front office, at the front desk, and that's how you found the new listings. Everybody came in the office all the time. It was weird. It was weird back then. And it was so cool. I had a flip phone, which I had anyway, but in real estate I needed a pager. So the office would send pages on this little pager, and you wore both. I take out my phone, lift up the little antenna, flip it open, and we looked cool. We had two. And then the pager, it's beeping all the time. It's like, oh, this is cool. It's a text. It's a mess. It's not a text. It's a message from the office. And then you take out your phone, call in. That's how we communicated back then. A lot's happened in 26 years. So now you get to come into real estate in the environment of social media. Thank goodness for YouTube and TikTok and Facebook and all these different forms of getting clients. It's so much easier to get clients now, but it's also made it possible for a record number of real estate agents in our industry. So you are fighting against an oversaturated market of real estate agents. You need to know that. So you're going to have to work harder and differently and smarter than the others. The good news is you don't need that many transactions. You know, in whatever city you're in, there are probably a few thousand sales every month. Every month. And that's what's been going on without you even being in real estate. Now that you're in, there's going to be a few thousand sales next month. And a few thousand sales the month after that. You only need about 10, 15 houses a year to really become established. And then eventually you'll get referrals off of that. Here's what I did in the beginning. The other thing I was not prepared for, I didn't realize I would need is money to invest into this. I thought everybody just called in the office. I just go out. I'm sent out to the next available appointment. I sign them up. Boom. I sell it. I get paid. I had no idea. I had to market myself. So you are in sales, and this is how you're going to get clients. You are the product. You're not selling houses. The houses sell themselves. That's what the tools are for, MLS and everything else, the contracts and all that. The product that you are selling in order to get these clients is you. I am the product. It's my name, it's my picture, it's my phone number, it's my image. That's what I'm selling, and now it's my reputation. You need to put yourself together in a little package. You need a headshot. And this is what you're going to be branding yourself with when you do Facebook posts and things like that. These are magnets. I send these out. These are the most awesome opportunities. So I'm in Kansas City. Thank goodness we have 2 professional sports teams here. The Royals are bad. They're consistently in last place now, but a few years ago they won the World Series. I still send out Royals magnets all the time. It's a big deal. This is an old one. This is last year's Kansas City Chiefs football magnet. This is the schedule. A couple things I want to point out. I'm going to talk about some legalities here. The word Royals is not on this. It's a copywritten trademark word. It cannot be on here. This Chiefs, the word Chiefs, is not on this magnet. It says Kansas City football game schedule. The assumption is made this is the Kansas City Chiefs because it's in red and yellow. What else would I be sending out that says Kansas City? Now, if you don't have professional sports teams, then send out a schedule for your high school teams. You have lots of opportunities. This is a great thing because people are going to keep these. You can pass these out at open houses. You mail these out to everybody on your name list to get clients. Let's talk about the name list now. You need to organize it in a couple of ways, and this is why I want you to just jump out there and do it. Do not analyze this. Don't have the accounting, engineering type of personality. Do not overanalyze this and waste time to the point that you feel comfortable getting clients. You got to get clients, and you're going to make mistakes at first, and I will say this. Some of these people you're calling, they're going to have a question for you, and you're not going to know the answer. And you know what you say? I don't know. It's okay to say, I don't know, but I'm going to find out. I'll call you right back. I've still used that. I get that with lending questions. You would think I know everything at 26 years of doing this. I don't know everything. I've sold hundreds upon hundreds of homes, but things change all the time with FHA and VA and USDA and so many things. Lending changes all the time, and that's going to be a lot of the questions you get. What are interest rates today? I don't know. I'll find out. I'll call you right back, or I'll text you. Here's how you get clients. You can send them mailings. You can send them texts, instant messages. The best and fastest way to get business is to call. Oh my gosh, I bet you just cringed. You know, getting clients is a nice way of saying lead generation. You're going to hear the word lead generation a lot. It's something that nobody wants to talk about. Nobody wants to talk about the word lead generation. I hate the term because it stresses me out. I don't like rejection. I don't want to have to go do lead generation. I just want to go get some clients. I just need some listings, and maybe a couple buyers would be nice. The way you do this is contacting people. You've got to engage. You've got to touch these people through the forms of emails, calling, texting, Facebook messages, instant messages, all those different things. It's pretty much all that there is. Now, if you have no clients, you have no body, you have no list, you just moved to your city, you're a stranger, I will say it's going to be a lot harder for you. And you're going to have to resort to buying leads, which is going to cost you some money. Buying leads works, but it's hard. I've got videos on that. Or you're going to have to resort to open houses, which I do all the time. Open houses are great. I've got some great videos on how to do an epic open house. That's the other link I'm going to put at the end. You as a new agent, you have got to be doing open houses because it's a great way to get clients and it's going to help with your people skills. You're going to be talking to strangers. They're all strangers coming in. But here's what I want you to do. I want you to post on Facebook regularly. If you're not on Facebook, get on Facebook. I'm sure all of you are. Most real estate agents love attention. I certainly do. By the way, give this a like. Let's talk about how this works. Let's say I am going to an open house. Here is a way that you can get clients. You're going to use Facebook to do this because when I say you need to do Facebook posts, you just thought, I don't know what to say. I haven't sold anything. I have nothing to talk about. What am I supposed to post? And I want you to post regularly. You're going to have to make up stuff. Here's what you do. Here's a great way to get content to talk about. You need to do open houses. Get with an agent in your office who has some listings. Make it a good listing. Part of the purpose is I want you to post videos. Here's what you do. You get there early. Get to your open house early. You take your phone, you go stand in the front yard. Here's what I want you to do. Let's say your name is Mary, Mary with Remax. You take your phone, and I want you to do a video standing in front of the house. Before you, do not go live. Do not ever go Facebook Live. I'm going to tell you why. Don't ever go Facebook Live. You'll see people do it, and I love it. It's pure entertainment watching it. I want you to film a video, and if you don't like it, you delete it, you do it again. You do it again. So you got to get there early. Make sure the listing agent knows you're going to get to this house early so the people leave, the sellers leave. And you're going to say, but I'll just use my name. And then Mary with Remax, this is how you do it. Hey, it's Jonathan Goforth with Keller Williams Platinum Partners. By the way, always say your brokerage. Mary, hey, it's Mary with Remax. You've got to say the brokerage you're with. Always. That's a requirement by your real estate commission. It's Jonathan Goforth with Keller Williams Platinum Partners. I am about to do an open house at 123 Main Street. If you're bored out driving around right now, stop by. I'm here from 1 to 4. Please stop by. I'm just going to be here hanging out. This house is $450,000. It's 3 bedrooms, 7 bathrooms. It's awesome. And that's what I want you to say. And that's it. Now, I want you to watch it before you post it on Facebook. Make sure you like it. Delete the first 2 or 3 seconds while you're holding your phone up. Then you start. Look professional. Delete the end while you're fumbling around with it, turning it off. Don't do things that will embarrass yourself. That's what happens when you go live. And then load it. Get there early enough you load it before the open house starts. You probably need to get there 30 minutes early. Now, while you're in the house, I want you to do another one. When nobody's around, go in the kitchen. It's Mary. Mary, I'll do one for you. Mary, hey, it's Mary with Remax. I'm at my open house right now. Now here's what I want you to do. Here's how I actually would do this. If you're going to hold it on your face for very long, if this is a longer video, then I want you to start off. It's Jonathan with Keller Williams Platinum Partners. I am at 123 Main Street, and then I am going to turn the phone around. And then I'm going to maybe walk from the front yard in through the front door, and I'm going to show the house. Because then people are trying to look around your face to see the house. They just saw you, so don't hold it on your face. That's kind of weird if you're on there for longer than 30 seconds. Now, if this house has a pool, do another video outside of the pool. Do lots of these little videos, because you could do one the next day on Monday on Facebook. Now, I'm outside at the pool, and I say, it's Jonathan Goforth with Keller Williams Platinum Partners. I did this open house yesterday, but I want to follow up with all of you on Facebook. If you didn't get to stop by my open house yesterday, call me, because I can still show it to you. I can give you a private showing. And if you're not interested in this house and you're thinking of moving, call me and I can set up a search for you. Let's talk about what you're looking for. Do videos like that. This is content to get clients. People love Facebook videos. And this is their reasons or excuses. That's how you use an open house. Because it's hard to find content sometimes. There are so many cool ways to get clients. This is what you got to do first. Now, I'm going to post a video on how to put together your name list. I want you to watch that. You've got to organize a name list with names, phone numbers, their personal address, their email addresses, all of that. If you can't get their home address, then you do a Facebook post and you say, this is what I'm going to do here in a few days when I get my next magnet. I'm going to say, I just got football magnets. If you didn't get one in the mail from me and you want one, send me a direct message, DM me, DM, for all you older people that might not know, it's a direct message. DM me your address and I'll be glad to send one in the mail to you. And with that goes a flyer about whatever you want to say. It'll change all the time. Stuff about me, stuff about the market. That's how you begin your clientele. And then as you start selling houses, you're going to ask for referrals from everyone. And now I just get everything from referrals and from my existing name list. And that is how you get clients. So I hope this helps. Thanks for watching. You know the drill. Subscribe, give me a thumbs up. Check out the 2 links on the screen now. And I'll look forward to seeing you in the next video.